Hey guys, Kyle at One Up Adventures, and today we're going to go over setting up a speed bar on the Fly Products rider. This can also pertain to other paramotors. The routing might be slightly different in terms of where it goes on the harness, but overall it's the same concept. So we're going to get into it and show you how to set it up. This is a Fly Products rider. This is the older style harness, but you can see there's a pulley on the bottom and a pulley on the top. Now this is in a trike, so it does look a little weird right now, but you can see it does have a clear line on going through the harness all the way up. One thing that I don't see a lot of is where people stow their actual speed bar sister clips. They'll just throw them in the seat or connect them together. I just have another sister clip that I just use some line and tied to my bar, and when I'm not using it, it just sits right here. That way it has no risk of going into my prop or getting tangled on something else. On this harness, this is the newer rider harness. It does have the same type of pulley system. They're just in a little bit different configuration. So pulleys up here, down here, and then of course your speed bar goes on the bottom. Some of these are Velcroed on. You can use these bungees as part of the system. These are for stowing, but you can also use these for the speed bar. So there's a lot of different ways to hook this up. We just want to make sure it's a free and clear system when we do hook it up. So for setting up the length of the speed bar, this is the part where people get most confused and they get really nervous about it, because what happens is if it's too short, it can end up pulling on your riser system, inflation, flying, and all that, and we can't have that happening. So what I like to do is connect the glider that I plan to use with the speed bar to my actual harness, carabiner and everything, route the bar, and I would leave the bottom loose. So I would leave the speed bar not tied in just yet, just the cables are ran through, and pull this tight to where you need it. I would recommend a Sharpie, makes a big difference. And take this line and give yourself about 6 inches. So I'm holding it up to where it engages the seat, and give yourself about 6 inches from the pulley and tie it in right there. Do the same thing on the other side, and then when you go to make sure that they're even, I will actually disconnect my system here and connect it to my sister clips on the bars, and I will take this and I will pull it straight, and these should be about even. So now obviously this is going to be not connected to bar like this, but it gives me an idea of how even my speed bar is. Once you got that and you know you have a little bit of space to play with, you can go up and fly it safely, because you know that it's not going to be too short. I would recommend pushing on the speed bar for the first time using 1 foot. We don't need to go full bar balls to the wall right away. Just use 1 foot, push on it, and get about a 1/4 bar in. Make sure your hands are not on the toggles, or you want your hands on the toggles but not pulling brake. So we'll just push it a little bit, see where we're at, making sure everything is even, and make it a slow process. This isn't a race. We just want to make sure we set it up properly and safely. All right, guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have questions on speed bar, how it works, or anything like that, please feel free to make a comment and let us know what other kind of videos you want to see in relation to, maybe it's setting up speed bar, setting up your harness for you or for a student. Anything like that, we'll be happy to help, and thanks for watching. If I pull it up until a bit of space, I do that because it's